Alrighty. Welcome into the chats. We're just chatting today. Welcome in. Now we're chatting. Now we're chatting on the full screen. Is it better? Sharky. I guess it only talks for the people. It's okay. It's good. It only talks for the people in YouTube, I think, or like Twitch. Like if I were to talk to myself on YouTube, work. Hey, hello, Steve. Welcome into the chats, baby. Welcome into the chats. Like if I did hi. Am I better than the full screen? Hopefully you can see chat, okay? You can see the other chats. I should probably have some music for this, huh? Well, Sharky. Clown, welcome back. We're just doing chatting, dude. I don't know. I feel like I should have some music. No, I can give you 360 my cat. Yeah, I feel like chat didn't go through. What if I did? All right, 1 second. Dude, I hope it's working. How does that look to you? Iris, welcome into the chat. Wow, it's high. Oh yeah. Hey, Boo. Nothing like a relaxing chat after a whole night of computer pain. The suffering of games. Honestly, that's a good question. What do you guys do to wind down? What's your guys' wind down look like? Mine is Mama. Come on. I know you are. What do you guys do to wind down? I usually go to like a steam room. I go to my local steam room. Anime. Anime is really good. Oh, for TV show. My cat has starting to been liking the popsicles. W Kitty. Now, Mama, she's awesome. She loves these popsicles. I try not to give her too much, but my cat is, dude. My cat's so intelligent too. Like I give her so much props. She's an indoor and outdoor cat. Sharky, what anime do you watch? Groovy, welcome in. Welcome. I will say, I watch romance. What's your highest recommendation on some romance? Should I start reading some mukbang? I talk in a really low tone and talk about some mukbang. What flavor is it? Always banana. Always banana, baby. Highest. What kind are you looking for? Or like highest on your ranking level. I like playing F3H in War Thunder. I see. And that calms you down? Interesting. Currently or overall? I want to say overall. I feel like currently isn't always like the best. Isn't always the best. I don't know. I don't know if you guys seen the Darth Maul series. The essential quintuplets. What in the world? What is that? It's a good flavor. Have you tried the banana fudge one? I have not. I made a couple banana fudge things before. Mm. Welcome to everyone in chat. Hello, hello, anything. Anything, welcome in. Yeah, it's the best jack of all trades jet. I see. Mello, hi. Hello, Mello. I see. So it's a calm down and you kill everybody with it. Shadow Lords, peak, bro. I haven't seen Shadow Lords either. Watch Star Wars my whole life. So did you see the Maul series then? That's terrible acceleration. I see. Mello. Dude, where you been, Mello? Did you pass out? Pass out on us. So, like, how was Tokyo Drift? Mello, I might have some bad news. Man, imagine banana fudge brownies. Ooh. Tokyo Drift was pretty good, actually. I did watch it, Mello. I told you I would. I did. I watched it. It was good. It was good. Honestly, I should move chat over here. I should move you guys over here so I'm like talking to you. Talking to chats. So always looking over here. It's kind of weird. No. Who's in chat? Honestly, it might be easier the other way. Oops, it's all right. I'm just gonna do it the other way. I don't know why I ever moved it. Tokyo Drift was good, but it was kind of interesting watching it because it was kind of bad in a way. Tokyo Drift, it was good, but it was bad. Okay, that's my boy. No. All right, guys, I'm messing with this shit. I should never even touched it. Never even touched it. Thank you guys for the likes too. Thank you. What part was bad? Sorry. E9 yesterday. Go to game. I've never played RE9. And then Resident Evil. Oh, Resident Evil. Resident Evil 9 was it good? Jacob, welcome to the chat. Peekaboo. welcome. The Boar of War, welcome in. Requiem is so good. What is Requiem? And I thought, listen. Oh, dude. Hey, with the gift? Thank you so much. I don't know what that is. Is that like a necklace? I was gonna say, listen. Tokyo Drift was good, but you can definitely. I don't understand how the guy crashed. Okay, if you go back, you dropped the gaming something. What the hell was that? I just don't understand how the guy crashed. I'm just saying, it didn't make sense to me. They're all like drifting and driving. Who Han? No, not Han. The main dude who was always looking like this. I thought that was I didn't know if there was some sexual stuff going on, but I was like, whatever. Yeah, I'm not judging. I'd dust you in a 40, bro. You would dust me in a 10. You'd dust me in a 5. Dog water, you would too. DK, yeah, DK, the Drift King, bro. My thing is, and this is just watching it as like, it came out in 2006, and it's practically 20 years later. It is 20 years later, and seeing the difference was so fucking funny. It was still a really good movie, but it was kind of cringe, a little bit of cringe because they're like, all right, you're gonna have to go live with whoever now. Oh, my mic is really low. I'm sorry. Is that better? Is that better for my mic? Um, Tokyo Drift, it was just kind of cringe. It was so funny because you can't just go out there and live there. Yeah, hell yeah. Let me know if it's too loud. You can't go out there and just live there, bro. You only could be there for 3 months. Isn't that like the max thing? Uh, so he tried to hit Sean off the edge and braked, and he lunged himself off the edge by flipping. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was wondering, it looked like he's just trying to drift and then just went off the edge. So I thought it was kind of funny. Oh, dude, some Gooner, welcome in, Matthew, welcome in. But the movie was good. I I didn't know Han was a recurring character. I thought he was not a Gooner. No, come on, dude. You're practically just add another end, dude. Add another end. You're some Gooner. LMAO, no. And actually, surprisingly, the movie was illegal. What do you mean the movie was illegal? Fast or Tokyo Drift was illegal? What do you mean? Hefe is a good beer. Isn't it an actual beer? Are you saying it sounds like a good beer? Who knows? I might be on a ginger beer thing. I might be coming up with some a brand, dude. I might be coming up with some ginger beer brand. Oh, dude, I gotta move chat just a little bit. There we go. There we go. And oh my god. Yeah, I had no clue what that guy sent, but that I don't even know what the hell it was. They weren't supposed to film in Tokyo. Why? Was there just some crazy with it? Gamer, welcome to the chats. Also, the fact that they could make a Victor creepy but funny at the same time was great. It is a beer. Okay. Because I go by Hefe a lot. What we sipping on? Shit, dude. We can sip on some ginger beer, but I don't know if it's illegal for like streamers to do it. So some people said no, but I'm a little cautious. Fun fact: everyone you saw in Shibuya crossing drift weren't actors, but real. No way, you're lying. You're lying. The people crossing the street weren't actors; they were real people. What? Dude, how fucked up would it have been to just get hit? I mean, you would have probably gotten a lot of money. You would have gotten a lot of money. Well, let's be honest. You can drink on Twitch. Don't know what other platforms you're on. I'm on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. See, click edit stream info content classified. Click the box for alcohol and drugs. Honestly, let me go grab my ginger beer because it just looks like it's a bottle. It's not actual like alcohol. For real. All I watch is edits on Resident Evil 9 after beating it, and it makes Leon look badass. Really? I actually haven't seen much clips on Resident Evil 9. Yeah, all real people. Like Mello said, they weren't supposed to do what they did. I mean, honestly, that's kind of more badass. That's more badass now that you guys are saying it. I always learn like the drifting. The drifting was kind of funny to me. It literally tore my heart up when he saw the monster in law. Welcome in, saw. The Fast and the Furious like franchise were awesome. I'd say it should have ended like 5. 5 was maybe the too much mark of it, but it should have stopped a long time ago. So Justin Lin refused to use a green screen for any of the movies, and they had a backup director. Dude, it Stay Overnight. I thought it was so funny when it pans to everybody. I guess this is a bad example, but like when it pans to everybody and they're over here 1, 2, 3, 4. It like pans to everybody, and they're on like their little like small phones, like recording. I was like, God damn, that takes me back. Handsome guy, hello. Who's that behind you? Where? Where? I still remember playing Resident Evil 2, Revelations on Xbox. I'd say the best Resident Evil though, probably 3. Got him. Got him. I guess it was the reflection in the window. All right, listen, okay? It gets dark down here, okay? I don't want you guys fucking around, okay? No, dude, I tell you what though, I was actually a schizophrenic for a bit of my life. I'm not even lying. True story. I mean, I'm not necessarily anymore, but I was for a minute. I was being haunted. Dang. Dude, I was being haunted by ghosts, bro. It trips you out, man. I was like, who's there? And it's just some demon going like this. And I was like, what the fuck? So it got pretty crazy. It got pretty crazy. OG3 is one of the best. Yeah, boot that Resident Evil 3 got me into Resident Evil. The remake was horrible. 3 was so fun. 3 was so fun. Did they remake it? Well, you know how everyone thought Han died? Yeah, I thought they were gonna reveal that he survived, but I guess they revealed it in the Fast 5 that he was alive. Or I think that's when he came back, no? But yeah, Han was a cool character. I liked it. He did survive. Mellow. I've seen all the Fast and Furious. I just didn't see Tokyo Drift. I made 3. I didn't think they remade it because someone was talking about how it was shot Resident Evil was shot out in Africa. So they didn't think they would actually remake it. I don't know why, but someone was like telling me that. King X, welcome into the chats. I don't think it shows your guys' chat. Oh no, it does. Good. Who you talking to, homie? You don't hear the voices? No, I got people on TikTok. What are we talking about? We were talking about Resident Evil and we were talking about Tokyo Drift. But I will not lie, Mello. It's a good show. It just sucks when it's kind of an older movie and you miss it. Like, have you guys seen 8 Crazy Nights? Top tier. If you guys have a Christmas movie, mine is 8 Crazy Nights. Hell yeah. What is your favorite Resident Evil? Resident Evil 3. I think it's Resident Evil 3. Or maybe I could be fucking up. It's so hard. 3 or 4. The one where they're in like the Africa getting chased by like the big axe dude. I don't know why I can't think of it. Did you watch the end of credits? I did. Where Dom rolls up. It's like, it's rad. I really didn't like the character in Tokyo Drift. I'm not gonna lie, or the actor. I love the chase scene, dude. The chase scenes are sick, dude. I used to love the Resident Evil movies. The Adam Sandler cartoon? Yes, Monster. Yes. That shit is my Christmas movie. If you guys have never seen 8 Crazy... Leave Sean alone! If you guys never seen 8 Crazy Nights, dude, that movie is fantastic. Cheers! Some Goner, what are you sipping on? I don't know, Sean was just too... It was just too quirky for me, dude. Like, after watching Tokyo Drift, I learned the difference between movies then and movies now. And it makes so much sense because I always thought, I was like, dude, movies felt always so much longer. It's not the case. Instead of them getting to point, movies these days try to exaggerate on the emotional in-depth of whatever the scene is, and then they'll go to the next. Sorry, actor in me. Carlsberg. Boot, do you know what that is? Boot, do you know what that is? I find it funny how Bo Lil Bo Wow was in Tokyo Drift. Dude, I thought it was kind of funny too. I was like, wait, who the hell is that? Dude, it was kind of funny. It was a little like you can tell like a little of the scenes. I'm like, oh, they probably wouldn't allow that these days, but Albert Windsor was a G. Chris, dude, Chris. It's a Danish Pilsner. I don't honestly. I don't drink very much. Snow in Brazil. What is that? What is snow in Brazil? Brazil. So it would occur in 19. I found it. It wasn't even him. That's actually funny. Welcome in, Step. Step, bro. Welcome in. Yeah, dude. Who's your guys' favorite actors? What are some favorite actors? Where's that ginger ale? True. True. It's I need to go grab some. Dude. I'm back. Let's go. Kevin Hart, Jack Black. Kevin Hart's really, really good. Jack Black is probably top notch and top tier. I feel like every time Jack Black's in a movie, it just goes crazy. I'm not in frame when I lean forward. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. My bad, bro. Might be in. Thank you for liking the live. Listen, I'll still do my thank yous. Same body and powers, different memories and skill. It's got that superhuman strength. Leon has a skill. I was gonna say we're already almost at 2K. Jack, what was your guys' favorite Jack Black movie? Kevin, I feel like Kevin Hart is still making movies, no? Dude. John Berthel. That was badass scene. Honestly, Ryan Reynolds, Kevin Hart, and Bert Cashmere? I'm not sure if I know who that one is. Oh, and Ice Cube. All of them. I kind of like Ryan Gosling. I kind of like him. Like watching. Have you guys ever seen his what is it called? What the fuck? Drive? I think it's just called Drive. Loki watching Drive, dude. We're at 2K. Fuck. Okay, guy. Who doesn't know every 2K? This is me saying thank you guys for liking it up. I do my thank yous for chat. These are me saying thank you to you guys. Thank you, chat. Thank you guys for giving me up to 6. Dude, Skull of Rock was fire. LMAO. Have you watched the movie with Leon fight the mutant? Oh, dude, I actually did see some of the shows. Some Goner. I did see some of them, but used to be every 1K. Mello, you know what happened. Okay. You know someday it was gonna have to change. I can't wait for the 10th game to have us play Chris, and we have to kill all the Wecker clones. Dude, I don't know. I heard the shows kind of flopped. Did you guys watch any of the shows? Bottoms up. Have you ever had this, Ginger Ale? It's like Fever Tree. I don't. It's honestly not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I like the Cock and Bull brand. Ginger ale? Yes. I love ginger ale. The Cock and Bull brand is probably the best. Bro, you know the movie Underworld? The what? Was I Cock and Bull? What do you mean, step bro? The Underworld? I don't. Unless you're talking to him. Yeah, I don't know the Underworld. What's the one? Lost Island. Have you guys seen Lost Island? Dude, that Chuck, dude, I throw up. It's too spicy. It's too spicy. That Lambo. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back. Underworld is a great trilogy. It's a trilogy. Oh, I was probably talking about ginger beer. It was just the brand of it. Underworld, go dude. Dude, what is Underworld? I'm confused. I can search shit, right? I guess you guys can't see my screen. I could change it, but then I'm like that. Look it up. Bet. We're gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up here. All right, actually, open a new tab and drag it this way. Underworld. Underworld movie. I don't think I can watch any like videos or anything. Underworld. This makes me think of like the Priest movie. I don't know if you guys ever seen like the Priests. Let me go to like. Let's see. Underworld action horror film series created by. It follows a character who are caught up in a war between vampires and werewolves. Bro, dude, I've seen the movie like this actually. I've seen the movie. It's called Twilight. Yeah, they made a different version of the movie. It's called Twilight. They did another one called Vampires Suck. That's funny though. No, bruh. What Priest movie? Oh, have you guys never seen the Priest movie? Oh wait, hold on. I guess I might as well keep this out. Hell no, it's way better. No, I don't know about that one. I think it was literally just called Priest. It's like these priests versus these it's funny. It's these vampires. Yeah, they look like, you know what I'm saying? Same design, right? Like you get the same feeling. You get the same feeling. Was you literally about to say Twilight? Twilight is for girls who wants bad boys. Bro, I was an Edward fan, bro. No, this movie's actually really cool, even though it looks like corny or whatever. It's pretty sick. It's pretty sick. It's like these things only come out at night, and that they have to wear these crosses to get in like town and shit. Yeah. There's like, it's like futuristic. It's whatever, you know. See, I don't even know how to go to the homepage. And there was another tyrant, I think, when it was Leon and a buddy, and Leon got thrown. I gotta go back and watch those like little. I haven't played all the games. I'm actually lost in them. Oh, Priest was such a good movie. Okay, so you've seen Priest. You've seen Priest. All right. I'm not the lone wolf here. What's your guys' favorite movie then? Top 3. I want like top 3. And if I haven't seen it, I'll watch it. I totally wish I could like watch a movie with you guys and do like live reactions, but I think it's illegal. It's illegal. Oh, Chronicle reminds me of Riddick. Chronicles of Riddick. If you guys haven't seen it, fire. Dude, thank you guys for continuing liking. I know you guys want some thank yous. I might do it in the chair. Dude, yeah, see, I'm missing out because I'm not sure what uh driving the Russian tank into the tyrant. I'm missing out. Chronicles of Riddick was really, really good. I remember watching that on DVD. Underworld Riddick and Chronicles. Yeah. Did you know they had a game of Chronicles of Riddick? Mello, did you know that? Russian tank that floats under water. That's crazy. Oh. Yeah, dude, I played the game and I thought I was like, what the hell? I thought it was so sick. How they're like trying to survive how they're trying to survive in the what were they in? It was kind of like a shelter thing. I played it. I only played the demo. It's kind of the only times where you can just download the demo versus the full game. And so I just keep playing the demo over and over. It was cool though. Welcome into the chats. Y'all watch Van Helsing. Dude, Van Helsing was sick. I don't remember it very much though. No For Honor? Yeah, I was playing For Honor earlier. I felt like a lot of people were on. But now we're just chatting. We're just chatting. Yes, sir. Man, I have so many favorite movies. I don't even know anymore. Dude, Van Helsing was sick. Did you guys ever watch like the older like Dracula? I thought that one wasn't bad. I thought that wasn't a bad thing. I've been cleaning and I had a shitty day. Dude, King, you probably got to get some For Honor in. You got to get some For Honor if you're having a shitty day. Especially if you're pissed. Riddick Fuya is the new one coming out. Pacific Rim. Honestly, I loved it. I love Pacific Rim. See, Doom versus Thor and the Avengers. Are they making that? I didn't even know they were making that. Probably, but a game wouldn't help this issue. I'm not gonna lie, King. There's only one thing you can go do in the corner real quick. That is the only way to solve it. We don't talk about Pacific Rim 2 or Matrix 4. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I watched the Matrix the end of last year, probably. The end of last year. Yeah, it was good. I'd say one of the top movies, if you guys never seen it, is Wanted. I think Wanted's such a fire movie. Hope Loki fights Doom. Would be sick. Yeah. But honestly, I haven't seen the Loki series. Have you, Clowns? It was also just announced to be coming out. It's supposed to be darker, more intense, personal. Is Dom gonna be in it? Yeah, dude, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. Well, no shit. I don't know. I think that's gonna be cool. Who knows? It could be the next thing. Have you guys seen like is it Dune? Dune? I think Dune is cool, but I think it's kind of overdone. The curved bullet scene in Wanted had me in shambles as a kid. Step bro, fucking for real, dude. It really did. My thing with Wanted, I was like, okay, you can curve bullets, you can dodge them. I was like, that chick at the end of Wanted didn't have to kill herself. She just had to shoot a bullet. But the only reason she, I believe like killed herself is just because like she just wanted to live her life that way. I guess I was like, fuck, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? It was so hot. Like she can't die. Hot bitches can't die. The Rock stealing his spotlight. Now Dune game is sick. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? Deadpool and Wolverine was good. I'm glad they were cutting out, like they were stopping with like the kind of playing towards a lot of the kid audience. I think that was cool. ICL Glatorius. Steezy Paradise? Welcome, Steezy. What's going on, dude? Dude, Steezy, I gotta say something that I thought was hilarious, by the way. I mean, it may not be so funny singing out. How's your night, dude? It's going pretty fantastic. Bro made an evil machine that could destroy timeless in different universes. Yeah, literally. Doctor Strange. I never seen Doctor Strange. The Hangover games were fucking funny. Fucking funny. The Hangover games. You've never seen the Hangover games? It's obviously making fun of. It's obviously making fun of the. What am I thinking of? Anyways, Jason, if you're or sorry, Steezy, if you're here, bro, I was looking on your live because I thought you were still live, and it showed you were live for literally 20 minutes. And then you literally died and then you got off. I was like, oh fuck. Or like 20 seconds. It wasn't 20 minutes. Fuck. Yeah, dude, it's literally a parody. Hold up. What's everyone's first ever game they played? Probably Gun Wars? I don't know. Still waiting for a Chuck, dude. I tried. This was alright, I'll try, okay? It was on Minecraft. Steezy. Damn, bitch. God, I feel like I have to burp, but it's stuck. uh, Prototype. It was my most played. Oh, like first game. Oh, okay, you meant like game. What was that, dude? Have you ever checked? You got a cat? I do have a cat. My mom, come here. You guys want to see her? Check out, dude. Can catch rats, anything. You name it. You name it. Check out this stud right here. This is Mau Mau. Say hi, Mau Mau. 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 Dude, all-time beast. Smartest thing in the animal kingdom right here. Okay? Literally the goat. The goat. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. Dude, can sprint fast as fuck. He doesn't care. Cats flop discs. I wasn't recently on Minecraft though. Oh, was it a minute ago? Maybe it was an old clip, I guess. Steezy. You got a cot. Kingdom Hearts 2. This was my first game I can remember. Kingdom Hearts 2. Go to my channel right now. Let's see. Can I? Can I just? Do I have to? I don't have to log in, do I? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. 1, 2.
Am I spelling your name wrong? Did I swear I thought I had you. I literally have you. Let me look. Sorry, real quick. Man, Doom was a badass. I might go back to it. It should show yours. Foot Drive. Your guys' first game ever played was Resident Evil 4. Oh, I forgot about the game. Dude, I'll tell you my first game that I can fully remember like enjoying and playing. Okay, this one is technically a lie, but it's the SpongeBob game. Did you guys ever play the SpongeBob movie game? That shit was actually pretty freaking cool. Yeah, okay, there it is. Oh wait, did you? Oh wait, how long ago was this? Oh, this was 2 years ago. Wait.
I hate this game so much, dude.
Oh, okay, okay. Maybe I just recently went and viewed it. Oh, whoops. I guess you can even see my screen, huh? Yeah, this I was talking about this one. I don't know if you're still here, Steezy. But I thought you were just playing. I thought you literally just logged on. Dude. Yeah, that's honestly so. Dude, wait. Wait, what? Go back? Okay. What? What's. This clip hurts me. Oh, wait, not that one. Oh, which one? There's this one?
Okay, I was like, fuck, do I have... Okay, I do have more rockets. Wait, actually...
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what you're necessarily doing in this. That was my best world. Dude, the Godzilla game? Oh my god, that was actually really peak. That was actually a really peak one. Dude, I'm gonna be honest, I never really played much of Minecraft. How'd you die? Oh.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Damn.
No!
Damn. Damn. That's over. Bro, GameCube was sick. I'm 20, but I lived like a millennium. Oh, like a millennial?
Well...
Mellow. Dude, the GameCube was sick. I actually played a lot of cool games. Yeah, Jason. That's fucking so rough, dude. I feel bad. I feel bad. I know you were on the. I remember you were like, because you were streaming that world like crazy. I scrolled down, bro. Leave me alone. I know. It just shows when you enter. Okay, gamer with following the host. Thank you, gamer. Thanks. Oh, what the. Hi, gamer. Well, what was your first game that you've ever played? Follow me. I will follow you after this. I don't think I don't know how to until after. Or actually, I guess I can. But I was gonna say, what was the first game you've ever played? Follow you where? Follow him where? Dude, Jason, I feel like I should play some Minecraft, but dude, I'd want to play it in 40K, bro. Like I'd want to play it in 40K. It's the only way I'd enjoy it, okay? Steezy. Steezy's on TikTok. I'm here. I'm here on both. And I also played the Gundam game. Yeah, dude, Step Bro, you know what's the vibes are, all right? Do you know they're making Enter the Gungeon? They're making another one. Oh wait, Gundam. Sorry, whoops, wrong game. I was thinking Enter the Gungeon. I never played Gundam. Dude, we should all hop on a Minecraft together and make a world all together. I feel like that'd be sick. You would literally see me build like a wooden hut, and then that would be it. Oh my god, you guys see how much that foamed up? Oh my god. I just puke on stream. Jeffrey in his hobbit hut. It's my the monster I would just throw up. This shit's way too foamy, dude. This shit's way too foamy. I can't do that. I would become a tyrant. Dude, I feel like someone would join, become a tyrant. We should play honestly, I'd be down to have a server on Minecraft with like everybody in chat. It's just the thing is, how do you trust everybody? You know, Like one person gets a bucket of lava, starts burning everyone's houses down. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a goddamn shit show. I don't have Minecraft on PC. I'm playing on the phone. Oh, survival, dude! Survival would actually kind of be cool. I'd fuck with survival. I'll tell you what though. I have trauma with Minecraft. Okay, me and my friends would play it, and we'd restart every single weekend. As soon as I thought, I was like, okay, we're getting pretty far. Uh, like we get pretty freaking far, but then they restart, and it pissed me off so many times. So I have trouble with Minecraft. I found diamond turns. We found diamonds real quick. I found diamonds turned into we found diamonds real quick, for real, huh? I found diamonds. Oh no way. Let me see. I'll be a phone would be able to run RL Craft. Oh, what's RL Craft versus Minecraft? Is there a difference? Welcome into the chat. Gathering fractions and builders, Yeah, dude. Yeah, what would be a game kind of sort of like that? Yeah, mods. Oh, it's just Modcraft. What would kind of be the best mods, Steezy? We all commit to the commune. We all commit. That dude, Steezy, I know you guys can't really see him. You can only see him in the chat box. He streams Minecraft. He had that world that we just watched. That was his. Medieval, and there's dragons, and it's harder. Dude, what if we had a Skyrim? Medieval, and there's dragons. Oh, are you saying the mods? Spirit text is totally like Minecraft. Let's see, I don't know, bro. Let's just do Roblox, man. What if we had a server on Roblox and survive the world? I'm just kidding. I feel like you'd run out of like stuff for Roblox. Have you guys ever thought about like making your own game? Like, have you ever had like any ideas on it? Dude, the biggest issue I see is tyrants. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by tyrants? Like people being a tyrant is what I'm thinking of. It's no mods. It's on Bedrock Marketplace. Oh. Yes, bro. Oh fuck. That's on Java. I actually found a cool 5-player D&D type game on Roblox. Dude, actually, that's pretty cool. One of my buddies, he came into the store that I work at, and he was saying be starting some D&D campaigns. I wish I can record it and stuff. I feel like it'd be so funny. If we do Minecraft, I'll build y'all apartment building. We can all live in it. Yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I build my apartment. I built my apartment where you guys can see the layout in IRL in Roblox. Welcome in, Bree. Damn, dude, this ginger beer is fucking me up. So we would have to have people who moderate it. Yeah, honestly, we would. We would have to. I would just pick whoever's in there the most. Did you, Clouds? You've already made your own game years ago? What was it? What was the game? Same. Dude, I have like no storage. Want to see how many games I got installed? These are what I have installed. Literally nothing, dude. Literally nothing. And the thing is, here, let's like Rainbow. I don't even look. I don't have the storage. I don't have the fucking storage. Among Us. You gotta play it. Should I play Among Us right now? Dude, honestly, Among Us would be kind of a tight one, huh? I know there's mods. Dude, I'll install it. I'll install it. Alien Isolation stream on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, I love challenging games. Like Cuphead. Dude, Cuphead to me was pretty challenging. But I played it on the hardest difficulty. Oh yeah. Okay, not PvP challenging. I don't play games that are PvP challenging. Like that. Like Ark Survival or whatever. Survival Evolved. I don't do it. There's monsters on those games. I remember Cuphead. Yeah, dude, I remember I streamed Cuphead, and on the final boss on the DLC, I played it for hours and hours and hours. And I eventually played it for 10 hours straight and then didn't even win. And everyone's like, damn, dude, you suck. I was like, dude, I know, it's so hard. Ark Solo is the best. I agree. I remember those stream Xbox times. Dude, for real, Xbox times. I remember my buddy Max would play him all the time, dude. Steezy, you remember when we all first kind of were getting in Rainbow? Or you, I guess technically you guys were. Your Connect? Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Where people would say, Xbox, shut off. I'm still harder than Cuphead. Silk Song, I haven't seen. What is Silk Song? Is that the, I'm not sure which one that one is. Have you heard of Rust? And Rust doesn't have monsters. It's like Minecraft. I played a server with my friends. I think that was super fun. Rust. But I played Rust online and it was not fun. People just raid you for whatever, kill you for whatever. I remember beating Hollow Knight. I actually never beat that game. I remember I streamed it. But I never fully finished it, believe it or not. I didn't mind it. That's the point, man. Have all the See, give me a less like the thing is, give me a less survival game. I'm down. The thing that sucks is like, okay, now I have to spend 4 hours grabbing back my resources and stuff, and then I'm gonna fight you. That to me, I'm like, that's terrible. I don't want that. I don't want that. I want to be able to, sacrifice my plane if I have to and just crash it into your building. Obviously, I can mod it and make it to where it's easier. I know. Yeah, but imagine 20 to 50 viewers on your stream. That is true. That is true. I think it'd just be fun. I definitely want to try an Among Us stream. I feel like that'd be so funny with the viewers. But you guys would know if I'm the killer or not. That's the thing. My boss wanted me to play Valheim. I think tomorrow's stream, even though a lot of people hate it, this is how I have to do it. I want. Can I schedule it for install? Oh fuck! Maybe I'll have to do it later. You want to see? Oh my god! Let's play tomorrow on Among Us stream or Rainbow Six Siege. I'm gonna be playing Rainbow tomorrow, so I'm down. I told R6, let's do it, Steezy. Let's do it. Iris, welcome into the chats. I think Mellow Mel's gone again, dude. Sharky. Sharky, I just read your comment, bro. I just read your comment. KBM support is on PS5. What's KBM support? Oh, MKB. What is MKB? Someone was saying they just released their 1v1 mode. I'm like, interesting. Oh, mouse and keyboard? Oh god. Oh god, on PS5, bro. Oh god. I'm getting trick shotted by. Ooh, what? Yeah, dude. Apparently, there's a 1v1 mode, which I think is sick. But I was saying a lot of people who play For Honor, I swear, play Rainbow. It's like Ubisoft games, you know. If I schedule it out, Assassin's Creed, yeah. That's what I thought of too. They remake the Black Flag. Welcome into the chat. All right, Clouds. We'll catch you later, dude. Sorry, I'll switch the scene so everyone can see. I don't know. I'd be down. You, Steezy, you would have to tell everybody though if they wanted to play. It's just when I stream, I usually stream one game as long as I can. Not clowns. I don't know what's the worst game you guys ever played. Like what happened the most hype, but it was the worst. I have one. I have one really big one. Skull and Bones, bro. The amount of hype I had for Skull and Bones killed it for me. For Honor. Valid. For Honor is funny. Dude, it's crazy. I was looking at how many people actually are like watching For Honor. It's only like 200 people. There's literally only 200 people. Any Assassin's Creed after Unity is. I'm trying to think of which one's after Unity. Dark Souls 2 can rest in hell purely because of Shrine and Hermana. I've tried playing Dark Souls 3 and I got stuck in the fog and I couldn't get out of it. I restarted multiple times, couldn't get out of it. Pull up a video of a Shrine and Hermana, people. You see how bad it is. See, I'm scared to pull up other stuff because when this gets posted, it might get copyright. Because I had a copyright the other day. Or like when I was doing it earlier. Syndicate is after you. I don't know. I can agree. I can agree on that. I tried playing the newer ones. They're dog water. Dog water. I just feel like a lot of people, I don't know, I feel like a lot of them just don't like advance the game too much. They kind of keep it the same, you know? But welcome into the chats, everybody. I don't know. Can I actually pull up a game of it? I just don't know if I can have audio. I really need to find the fine lines of streaming. Dude, let's see. Let's see. Syndicate, after Unity. Let me guess. It was Sony that copyrighted it. I don't know. It was Attack on Titan. It's when I played an Attack on Titan video that it actually copyrighted. That's what it sucks. I'm like, I don't really know what to show or not show. Last of Us Online mode. I used to be a demon. Oh my god, Last of Us had an online mode? I think it was the audio. Dude, I actually used to play the Uncharted multiplayer. Did you guys ever play that? They copyright shows and movies. I see. Well, I think like pictures and stuff. I think, dude, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I gotta see. But I don't know if you guys ever played like The Last of Us multiplayer. It was kind of crazy. You're like parkouring everywhere, just shooting each other. Game should be fine apart. A couple soundtracks. Yeah, The Last of Us Online mode was used to get sweaty. You know, one that I never played and I'm slightly happy I didn't very much was Gears of War. Like seeing the Gears of War shotgun being used. Like I played multiplayer and stuff, but like the old customs like multiplayer where it's like you can't really invite anyone. It's more of a split screen. But yeah, dude, those shotgun people using a shotgun and sliding around, I would have gotten so pissed if I got killed like that. Just blown up in bits left and right. I'm actually curious. I'm gonna go through my games. And let me know if you guys think some are fun to stream. I guess you guys actually can't see it here. Let me move it. But see, Gears of War is for people who don't shower. Oh my god. Actual joke of games show that year. Last of Us 2 got 5 rewards too many. Dude, the ending of Last of Us. Dude, I understood it, but I didn't want it to happen. I don't know if you guys played this game. It's Half-Life Alyx or whatever. Everyone's saying this is like one of the best VR games. I plan on either streaming it or maybe just doing a video of it. Raven's Watch is super good. I love my roguelikes. Elden Ring. I don't remember. Windblown was good. There yet. Helldivers. Yeah, there's a lot I actually haven't played. If you guys want like a really good one, what is it called? Actually, no, it's not Far West. The No Rest for the Wicked. Have you guys played No Rest for the Wicked? Yeah. It's fucking. It's honestly tits. It's honestly tits. Guys, you want to know what I'm doing though? Let's see how fast it installs and hopefully not fucks up, man. Let me know if I start lagging, bro. Let me know if I start lagging. I'm scared. Okay, we're good. We're good. Far Cry 3 online, dude. Yeah. Yo, bro. Deep Rock Galactic? Dude, yeah. Rockin' Stone. Do you guys feel like you ever played a game that no one else has played? Like, not very many? Which it would probably be one. Raft. Dude, have you guys ever played Hell Let Loose? Oh my god, this game, dude. Oh god. Dude, Hell Let Loose, this game was crazy. This was probably like a really good. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, I'm getting some nostalgia. Back on the actual Predator, this one was kind of mid. I was kind of sad it didn't really blow up. I did like it, but no one really played it. These games I found as a kid and loved. Dude, I agree. What's the one on online where it's like kind of scared I'm gonna click on a bad link. Nope, not that. Remember those games that, dude, Flash games? Yeah, like this one. This is what I was thinking. This. Dude, I would always play like the Flash Kids game or whatever. Whew. But honestly, chats. I'll probably get going here soon. I mean, we listen before we go. Let's get it spooky, okay? Maybe let me just change the subject. Let's get it spooky, okay? Listen. I'll tell you guys some scary stuff. When I used to work at a mill, there's one person on shift. There's always one person on shift from days, swings, and then nights. And what you were doing, you were working 12-hour shift on these days, swings, or nights. And this building is 100+ years old. And the people who were building it and stuff, a lot of them have like died like while building it. And working there, there's 12 stories. Think of a 12-story thing, and they have walk-in motion sensor lights. Okay, it's pretty creepy. It's pretty gnarly. It's like this whole huge factory building to yourself, and all there is like conveyors and stuff, and very dim lighting. Oh, sorry. God, am I crashing out here? Dude, my rainbow's actually already almost done. But anyways, sorry. Let me switch back. Anyways, so very, very, very dim lighting. And I remember my first time going up there, I thought I seen one of my coworkers, and I went to go walk up to them, and there's just this white shadow, and it looks like they're like in uniform. Uniform is like kind of a white t-shirt and tan pants, and they walk past this pillar, and they're gone. And I go like, hey, and I go walk around. I'm like, nobody's up here. I'm like, that's eerie. And so I'd go back down and I'd talk. I was like, hey, were you up on the 8th floor? They're like, no, why? I'm like, oh, I thought you were. I'm like, that's weird. And I'm like, whatever. And then I remember there was a guy in the basement, and he was saying that you have to blow all down this. It was a wheat factory. So like you made flour. And he would go down and he would blow like all this dust off. and then he thought I was standing behind him. And so he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, were you standing behind me downstairs?" And I'm like, "No, dude." I was like, "I haven't been in the basement at all." And keep in mind, in the basement, think of like a 1 to 2 mile long stretch of like a hallway. That's pretty much what our basements are because it's all like conveyors. And he was like, "Dude," he's like, "I swear you were down there." I was like, "No, I was outside the whole time." He's like, "Oh shit." He's like, "There was literally somebody who looked like you standing behind me." And I'm like, "What the hell?" I was like, "That's kind of crazy." I was like, "That's kind of crazy." And I was talking to him. I was like, "Have you seen anything else?" Because like I love scary stories. Like I love like spooky like stuff. But I'd say it got pretty crazy once you were there alone. Because on night shift, because sometimes you'd be with each other, but on night shift is where it's like silent. Like so, like you'll have like the machines going, but you'll just be walking, and there's literally like there's caught on footage and stuff of like shit happening. Like for instance, like footprints in the dust, dude. Eerie, man, eerie. So, uh, at my grandma's house, I was home alone, and her door was wide open, and it slammed out of nowhere. Dude, that would freak me out, bro. That would freak me out. Oh my god. I'd say we used to have a door that used to do that, but we always couldn't tell if it was something slamming it or like the way it was on the house. Like it would always like shut. But it wouldn't be like you would keep it there and it wouldn't just fall shut. It would just be at random moments it would just shut. I got up and walked outside and sat there. So real. Dude, me and my buddy, we were both playing a game called Smite. Nah, I'm talking like slammed. Vismir, down, daddy. What up, Vesmir? JK. What's going on, dude? What's up? What are you doing? I'm talking like, dude. And nobody was like in the room. Yeah, bro. I was gonna say I had a funny thing where me and my buddy were playing Smite. Smite 2, it's like a it's a game. So I was playing he was playing upstairs and I was playing downstairs and he was saying there's like this toy that like drives forward and it only drives forward and it just drives forward and like sings a song. And he was saying he was playing up there and I was playing downstairs and he's seen this thing come out of the room like playing and like stop, like playing and stopped, and then it turned like he didn't notice it, but like it turned towards him, and nobody else is at the house besides me and him, by the way. And it starts heading towards him, and it only drives straight. It's not that it turns. It's not like it can. And he even said it was out of batteries. And he sent me a video of it literally driving towards him and then hitting his toe. Me and him got out. Me and him got out of the whole house. We dipped. It was a very interesting experience. No one was home. Damn, step bro, what the hell? Ugh. Dude, I got stories galore, man. My old house used to be my old house used to be really, really haunted. Really haunted. I swear there was 3 to 4 different ghosts in there. I find it interesting how so many ghost stories come out of America. I feel like there's probably more ghost stories somewhere else, like everywhere else. But I don't know. I would have to actually look on that. But there was I saw there was like 3 different ghosts, 4 different ghosts in my house. Me and my friend we were ghost hunting one time. You know, because we're like, oh yeah, dude, like that'd be sick to catch a ghost on camera. And I remember I had a camera. Actually, pulling up to his house got eerie beforehand. I pulled up to his house and I went into his room, and all I heard was like tapping, like. And I was like, what the hell? Like he was showing me his new house or whatever. And I go in there and all I hear is tapping. And it gets faster and faster and faster. And I'm like, I was like, this is getting weird in here. Like nobody else is in here. Like, he's over there talking to his mom and I get out of the room. And then later on, while we're driving to my house, I tell him, I was like, dude, it was weird. I was in your house and I kept hearing tapping. And he was like stunned. He's like, wait, you heard that? And I was like, yeah, I just thought it was kind of normal. But he was like, dude, he's like, every time I'd have a sleepover, they would say they'd hear tapping and they'd wake up with like a claw mark, like a, it's not an actual like claw mark, but slightly claw marks. Just like you can see the redness and it looks like someone was clawing at them. Can we change the subject? You got me seeing things now. Sharky. These are all just fake. This is fairy tale. This behind me. Oh, shit. It's late night. We're just chatting. Alright, we could change the subject. I just got a lot of ghost stories. Maybe the Native Americans were lying. Nah, I've woken up to marks on me. See, that's crazy. I don't know if I've ever have, to be honest. I don't think I've ever have. Thank goodness. Sharky. Well, what would you like to talk about, Sharky? I'll tell you the most craziest shit I've ever seen. This isn't too scary, but it's along the lines of we had a bathroom. We had a bathroom that had a mirror. Like it was literally this. Think of like this mirror, but like bigger. But like going to it, something white move. Lexi, welcome in. Actually, Lexi is my sister, and she can actually vouch for me on how the house looked, I guess. We're talking about scary stories. Very spooky, scary. Very spooky. I was saying we had a mirror like this. Oh, okay. We had a mirror like this, right by it was. Think of this mirror, and think on the other side was like the bathroom door. Like you go into the bathroom door right here, but on the other side of the mirror was a pantry. And so I remember walking to go to the bathroom, like I was walking like this right here, and I seen a cat walk from the pantry into the mirror. And I was so stunned because it was a black cat, and kind of what the saying is when a black cat crosses your path, like watch out. And I didn't know what to think. I was like, I just had to go to the back, and this is kind of broad daylight. It's not like it's nighttime. It's not like I'm seeing shit. I always saw faces. See, even my sister on TikTok is vouching that house was haunted. But seeing that cat, I'm like, oh fuck, I just got 7 years of bad luck. So I kind of turned away and walked away because I'm not gonna go in it. It's not my path anymore. Actually, that's not my path. That's not the way. Loretta, welcome into the chats. Lexi, you always seen faces. Sharky might be getting scared on this. Be getting scared on this. Lexi, what was the most scariest thing you've seen at that house? And thank you for the gift. Thank you. Maybe I should have called this stream the ghost stream. Oh, I guess, yeah, let's see. Oh, turn my lights on, so now I should be good. Ghost scared of light. Yes. Dude, I'll tell you, we'll go into the ghost stories unless you guys want to stop. You let me know if you guys want me to continue or stop. Well, where he was in the house when he blew up. That's true. That is true. For who doesn't know, this haunted house blew up, by the way. It blew up. The only creepy thing that happens to me is when I go outside at night and there's complete silence. No wind, no birds, no chirping, just silence. That's actually kind of crazy. I always think of like chirping. I always think the chirping of the bugs. Is that the only thing you've seen, Lexi? One second. I'm gonna go get a popsicles. And I got literally probably 20 more stories. I'm back. I'm back. Dude. It's easy. True story. Yep, bro, true story. You added yourself and said true story? It's actually a really good point. Really good point. I saw a doll's head move and about And how about when you saw the black thing in the corner? Oh yeah. That was in my dreams though. So I'll probably come out the YouTube video with it. But or like maybe like a podcast or something. I that was a nightmare. Sure. Oh. I see. There's correlation. So okay. A little bit of insight. My dad has passed in this house that blew up. He pretty much he maybe had blown up the house. It's kind of really truly unknown what happened. But we used to have I'm sorry. I'll rewind. We used to have these glass dolls. Have you guys ever seen like a glass doll? Have you guys ever seen like a truly like obviously besides you, Lexi, where they just have like big eyes, they're just like in these dresses. A porcelain doll, yes. A porcelain doll. Yeah, porcelain dolls are scary. They're scary looking. Anyways, so there's these porcelain dolls that it swear like you swear it feels like they follow you. I swear they made like a movie out of it, and I think it's literally called like Doll or something, where they turn people into dolls. um. Anyways, my mom had a collection of them in this. It's called a mud room. It's if you have a front door, you walk through this room, mud room. You put your shoes away, and then you walk into like the rest of the house. And in this mud room, there'd literally be all these dolls like lined up, and so many times we would feel like they were looking at us. It was scary. Dude, Sharky left. The person who invented dolls were definitely a witch, or porcelain dolls were definitely a witch who makes something like that and gives it to a kid. Literally, though. Literally. I don't know. Sharky. Sharky. Or is it too scary? Is it too scary, Sharky? Okay. Okay, I just want to make sure. Anyways, back to the thing. So the first time that I ever really seen like something scary happen was when me and my two other brothers, we were sleeping and something was like pulling off our covers, and we didn't know what it was, but I remember my brother was literally fighting against it. Thank you for what the hell is that? Thank you for that. What is that? Oh my god. Lexi, are you saying to the story? I remember anyways, yeah, we were sleeping and like something was just pulling off the covers. And I remember like we were like kind of fighting back. I was mostly asleep. But I remember it was more my older brother who was literally fighting the blanket. And then it literally just got pulled off of us. And that was kind of it. And so like I remember we were just kind of waking up. I remember I was asleep and my blanket got pulled off me when I was laying down. And, and mom said, mom like witnessed it. Oh. I remember I was asleep and my blanket got pulled off. And mom said it was our brother, but I remember him being in the living room. What room? Okay, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong what room it is that it happened to us in. What room were you in? This matters. This matters. So I'll let you know what room we were in. Mom's were out. It wasn't that room. Can't let them get covers like that, dude. For real. Literally taking my shit, dude. Literally taking my shit. No, it wasn't mine, but mom's room was haunted too, though. That whole fucking house, that whole house. Mine was in like Lark's old bedroom. Anyway, so that was kind of like the first sign of like something creepy really happening. And so after that, let's see, some other times were something along the same lines of when we were sleeping. My brother, he got in trouble one time and he had to go upstairs. And our stairs were steep. They were like that. It was practically a ladder. And I remember he went upstairs and he just started crying and crying and crying and ran downstairs. He's like, there was a hand that moved. Like there was a hand like crawling on the floor. And everyone's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And this was like the first time I really seen like my big brother like crying like that. Dude, it was kind of terrifying to hear. But there was a time where we were passed out on our beds and we just hear these claw marks. And we had this attic that was, think of there's doors like this big. Think of a triangle. Okay, you got a triangle here, but now you cut off the sides with like walls. You got a little gap here. So there's little doors that you can get into those little gaps. And I remember one time we heard these claw marks, and we thought it was like a rat or something, and we were just like scared because the house is haunted, and we opened up the door and there's just these claw marks just in it, but they're not like rat claw marks. They're like higher up, and so it was pretty terrifying to see. Upstairs was where I saw the actual ghost and where I saw a man with an axe shadow in the lynch room. Ugh. In the ugh. With an axe? With an axe shadow? That's crazy, Lexi. That's crazy. So Lexi's my sister. So she's been in that house as well as I have. I'm saying the more what was it? The more actual stuff though. I remember we went through those little doors when I was ghost hunting with my friend and I had a camera. And I went into those little rooms and he was crawling in there and we had the lights off, of course. But we were like trying to like hello, like trying to talk to the ghost or whatever. And I remember taking a picture of my friend like in the area, and I took a picture and it was a face. And it was so scarring, and I remember it till this day. I remember exactly what it looked like. I deleted it instantly. Well, like I showed him and then I deleted it. It was the most terrifying face I've ever seen. Think of like a like open mouth and like open eyes and then like gray where they're filled. But like it's open. It was terrifying. It was freaking terrifying. Ugh. Spooky. But yeah, dude, that shit is terrifying me. And then there was one where we had this chair from our grandpa, and I remember we were kind of just my mom was taking pictures, and she was taking a picture of the chair, and literally a face popped out of the chair. It's kind of whack. Why delete the evidence? Because I didn't ever want to see it again. What up? What up, Mudkip? What up, Christian? We're just telling some ghost stories, dude. My friend did the 40 Benadryl challenge. What the fuck? What do you mean did the 40 Benadryl challenge? What is that, bro? What is that? 40 Benadryl challenge? I don't think I've ever heard of it. What up, Christian? What you up to? And he started tweaking. What is is the Benadryl where like you stay up? Is that what Benadryl is? Or is that like when you don't sleep? Yeah, I'm not too sure. Dude, there's a lot of shit. There have been ghost stories where the ghost is in pictures, is only in the picture for some people. Interesting. Yeah. Imagine that shit's like imagine me seeing a ghost and you don't. That's crazy to think of. That's crazy to think of. He said there was bugs everywhere, and he saw a guy standing in the corner who wasn't there. That's bugs everywhere. Sounds like a fucking trip. Like I remember, and obviously this was me like being little and hallucinating. I remember I would go to sleep on like the trampoline outside, and for some reason I thought there were gnomes everywhere, and I would honestly didn't even know what a gnome was. But I felt like there was like these like inch or 2 inch gnomes everywhere in the yard, and I didn't. It felt like I was just being watched. It was the weirdest feeling. I didn't know why I ever felt it, but it kept me up all night. You're me. I like he. Playing some Ready or Not. Listening to the convo. They're to your right, Christian. They're to your right. Yeah, dude, we're just telling some scary stories. Dude, I literally have a full story time. I guess I could kind of get into it. Bunny, welcome into the chats. Change the picture. Thanks for liking the live. We're telling some scary stories. I'd say the hey, I'd say another really creepy one is when Vesmir listening along. Oh, Vesmir's here too. Sick. Okay, I didn't really know who's here. I was gonna say there's one time where me and my brothers were sharing a bed. So it's me and my 2 other brothers, and we were sharing a bed upstairs. And it was like the typical like scary movie theme, but there was like lightning and water, like it was raining and stuff. And we just seen in this very back dark room, because it's kind of a hallway and then another room that opens up, and then there's the stairs that go down. But in this back room, we just seen like this lit figure. Just every time it would like flash, or even not really even flash, but we just seen this figure with like really red eyes. And it was so spooky to all of us that like, I mean, what do you do as a kid, bro? You literally throw the cover above you. And the thing was that I didn't remember this, but I know my brothers remembered it. But they said there was like they were surrounding us. Like it wasn't just one; it was multiple. And so it was just like these like shadows, but like nothing ever happened. But it was just a very intense and scary experience. Bunny, how's your night going? Yeah, bro. Next time they take your covers, wrap your knuckles and wrap and soak it with holy water and challenge the demon to a boxing match. That's the only true way to execute them, of course. Of course. Next time, you know I'm fighting the ghost. Fighting the ghost. Holy. I would say that there's literally a whole story time that like to kind of sum it up real quick, like just to give you a quick, I think some of the ghosts technically, my dad passed in this house. I think technically some of the ghosts uh was slightly a reason of my dad passing, believe it or not. I believe it, and it's just crazy how wild that house was. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty freaking crazy. Pretty crazy. Lexi, are you still here? Um, there's like some key ones. There's even some crazy intense ones, and I'm just like, look behind you. You're lucky. I have a holy wiener, and I'm not afraid to use it. Welcome in, Dagger. Instant. I can't say I've heard encounters something paranormal, but I've always believed in ghosts. I've always wanted to go ghost hunting. I've always wanted to go ghost hunting too, but then like I always believe that like they can follow you, and prime example that did happen to me actually. Sorry to hear about your dad. Thanks, Fizmir. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was. I can tell you the story. I mean, we're already on story time, right? But thank you. I do appreciate it. I was gonna say. I feel like. Have you ever watched the Ghost Hunters or whatever? They would. I remember watching their encounters, and real or not, right? They're still doing these dangerously like paranormal things that can attract whatever. And they would talk about, they're like, dude, I'd be sleeping at home and I just felt like something's there, like that didn't leave me from ghost hunting. And that is where I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. No, no, no. No, no, no. Because a ghost has followed me once in my life. A ghost has actually followed me. And that's when and that's what I was saying earlier. I became a schizophrenic because a ghost followed me home. The Capitol Theater is meant to be pretty haunted. Dude, several cops and security guards have experienced things. I wonder what they've experienced. See, I always love watching like the ghost stories and ghost things and stuff. I think it's so interesting. But a ghost has followed me home before once. And how I was talking about how I used to work at it's a flower plant, and I used to work at night shift, and I remember constantly seeing a ghost. Like it would either be and there's only one person in this whole 12 level place, and it's dark and it's nighttime, it's loud, and there's not very good cell reception. And I remember constantly seeing shadows, constantly seeing me thinking somebody's here for the next shift, and there's nobody in the room. And I'm like, it turned my mind like crazy, crazy. But the wild part is I lived at an apartment literally a block away. And I remember getting so paranoid that like I don't want to go up and see a ghost. Like seeing a ghost 24/7 sucks. You don't want to go up and see a ghost and you're like, "Oh fuck, I wish I didn't have to do this, but I have to be up here for 2 hours while you feel like you're being like watched or whatever." It was a very eerie experience. Very eerie. Ew, yeah, I know. And the thing is I was like, it's such an eerie place because I was doing night shift, and you do night shift, you rotate shifts, and I was doing night shift for a month. And so eventually they do attach. I went out to my apartment, right? My apartment's literally a block away. Like for me to walk to my place, it literally took 4 minutes. Could just fully just walk there. And you can see my apartment windows and everything from the top of the like the 7th floor of the place. I can look out the window and see my own apartment windows. But I remember sleeping in my apartment, and like I was with my ex at the time, and I remember we were talking and she like froze. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, you good? She's like, I just felt a hand on my back. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, oh, like you might be playing, right? Like you're chilling. And she's like, no, like I feel a hand on my back. And I'm like, oh fuck, and instant chills because like obviously I've been experiencing a ghost for a long time now. And I was like, oh fuck. I was like, okay, like let's burn some sage, let's do the whole let's do the whole thing, right? The whole thing. We burnt some sage, you know, I was like kind of believing in it, like, but I still felt a very, very odd, like a very odd presence. And to actually put it in a different perspective, we were both laying down, like going to bed, and I remember, like we hear police sirens and they just stop, and me and her are about to pass out, and we both kind of just like wake up. She's very spiritual, and I'm borderline spiritual, and we both kind of like wake up, and we both just feel like there's just this heavy presence in the room, and I don't even say anything to her. I'm like, oh, like I like we didn't say anything to each other. We're like, you feel that? And there was like, yeah. And then we got up, and then she was like, oh, there's a hand on my back. And so that kind of was like, oh fuck, like there's a ghost in the damn house or damn apartment. And it was the same. It felt like the same presence as I was up in this work environment. This elevator is what they called it. It's not an actual elevator, but they call it an elevator because it brings we up and down. And so, like, I was getting anxious. I was getting super anxious because like hate seeing a ghost 24/7. And so I remember I would constantly close the door, but I would constantly just see like shadows at my own place. And so slowly I was becoming a schizophrenic. Maybe true, maybe not, but either way, my brain was seeing stuff that like it was not wanting to see. Um, later on we were noticing more stuff. Like I was just kind of like whatever, let me get past it. uh Later on, like we would see the light kind of dim, and like literally five lights go at a different like brightness, like back and forth. We'd have objects that are moved, and we'd have music that would play out of nowhere. It was a very trippy experience, I will not lie. One time I went to a cemetery at night to walk. What? Hold on, Lexi. What? One time I went to a cemetery at night to walk to the Hobo Hill, and as I was walking with friends, we heard a bell ringing. Ugh. It makes me think of the game. I can't remember what it is. Makes me Dead by Daylight. That's what it makes me think of. I was I was gonna say that experience crazy. I don't know. Seeing a bell ring would kind of scare me a little bit. Do you feel like it was like in the cemetery? And I'll be honest, the only reason that like that ghost left is just because I felt like I had to be stronger than the ghost, like mentally. Did you know that all you need to do to make holy water is boil it while giving it a blessing? Ghosts hate Ghosts hate it. Welcome into the chats, everybody. Never walk to a cemetery at night, haunted or not, just a bad experience. Would you experience, Boot? We're telling scary stories for anyone joining in. Um, dude, we heard a bell ringing is wild, Lexi. I, mm, I don't know. Even the place I live at is kind of haunted. Like this area, like there's literally a door that's haunted. And I swear it's just the door. It's so fucking funny. And this one doesn't even scare me though. It definitely was, but they're used. They used to have ropes that and coffins connected to the bells in case they were alive. What the? Is that an actual thing? Is that an actual thing? That's crazy. Imagine ringing the bell, being like, "Let's pull them back up. They're alive." You know, they're alive. They're down there. They're alive. Um, in here, funny enough, this one's kind of like mid, but in here, the only thing that ever happens within these walkways are literally, I think a ghost just like jiggles the doorknob, and then like that's it. That's literally a door, like to a closet. All yours. That's it. So fantastic, fantastic. This is not a ghost story, but I used to work in the kitchen of this place that had a psych ward. Oh God, I couldn't be anywhere near a psych ward. That would like slowly make me feel like I'm insane. Let's see. Walking, let's see. Remember when I told you about the birds not chirping and the wind isn't there anymore? That happened as soon as I took a couple steps into the cemetery. But then all the sound came back when I left. Did you walk in a couple inches and step out and leave? Mom's story time. She was ghost hunting with her friend, and they went to a big building, and they brought a camera, and they took a picture of the window, and they looked, and there was a boy. Oh yes, I do remember. My mom told me this story. No top floors. My mom told me this story that she was at the top. She was ghost hunting with a friend, and they ended up leaving because they felt something weird, or that my mom was being watched. And she said she went out there, and then they looked back, and there's this kid with like an arrow in his head or something, and then there's like a father, and I don't think she could see his head or something, just standing there and look. But yeah, Step bro, let's hear some crazy stories, bro. You might have to use voice chat to really talk them out. No, I walked around a quick minute to my Graham's grave and left. I see, boot. I do. Graves are just another scary experience. It's crazy because if you go to some like psychs and stuff, like some people like have presence with them, like like entities with them, like they kind of attach to you. I actually seen this recent video of this guy in a like a cab, and he's like is medium or whatever. And he's like there's literally 200 people around you. He's like, typically I'll see like a few people around somebody or whatever, but he's like, as he's driving, he's like, I don't know if I can drive anymore, like there's so many people around you. And she's like, oh yeah, I work at a morgue. Hi, ready, scroll. Hi, hello. Nah, I walk. Oh wait, sorry. But yeah, I thought that was actually kind of crazy. That and she's like, yeah, I work at a morgue, and she's constantly, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. We're doing scary stories. I don't know if you got any scary stories to share, to chime in. Yeah, I'll honestly be doing a whole thing on like the scary experiences. See, the thing is, I live in Scotland, which is known for being wet and windy. So it is extremely strange because when the wind stops. Oh, okay, I didn't know that, Boot. Just randomly, it just stops as soon as you go into the cemetery. I actually live a block up from a cemetery. I try not to look. Every time I'm passing, I'm like, I really try not to. Dude, there's a lot of scary stuff out there. My friends would talk about that, like, you don't want to walk. Oh, whoa, wait. There was a time I had to bring the food into the patient's room, and as I was there, a woman came up in normal clothes, asking me where the exit is. It just started thundering outside my house, bro. Scared the shit out of me. That's so funny. I don't. Well, the thing that I think with like spirit and stuff is like the more you feed into it, the stronger it is. But the more you're like, nah, bro, I don't give a fuck. It's like, all right, and then it kind of goes away. I will fully read the story once you're all done with it. In the meantime, I'll still be chatting. My friend says there's like this Hispanic. It was like I can't remember what it's technically called, but there's a like Hispanic phrase for it. But they say don't walk past 12 or like 11 or something. It's like 11 or 12, or else the man with the tall hat will like follow you. And uh so so the a story my friend was saying that they're like, yeah, when I was walking home, I I I didn't know this, but like my grandma would always say this phrase, and I always forget what it's called. It's like the Kluk man or something, and like don't walk or he'll chase you. And she was telling me, she was like, I was walking this one time, and there's just this tall, hooded figure like walking and walking, and she remembered like she was so startled she hid behind a car, and that this thing was still walking towards her, but she would look back and it was gone. Like she seen the shadow and she looked back, it was gone. And then so she like thought it was okay to walk, and she's still walking to her house, and then the shadow appears again, and it's just this tall man with this tall big hat, and they start booking it. I mean, like I would too, but they just start booking it to the house, and they said the figure started running, or like more like fast walking. I don't even know if they were really saying it was running, but they were saying it was just like telling them, and I was like, oh, and they're like, yeah, as soon as we got home, like, as soon as I got home, it was gone. But they were saying it was like literally 1 minute past 12 or 11. I don't know if it's 12 or 11. But I thought that was crazy. Um, let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna read your story, step bro. There was a time I had to bring food into a patient's room, and as I was there, a woman came up in normal clothes asking me where the exit is. She had a name tag and everything, so I almost believed her until a nurse ran up to me and said, "Back up," loudly, and she tried to grab me. So I had to backwards skip to the exit while she was laughing. I don't even know where she got the name tag from. Oh, that's creepy. A patient was pretending to be a nurse. Or sorry, the woman came out, normal clothes and everything. Yeah, that's scary. That's kind of scary being close to like a she's pretending to be a visitor. Oh, I mean, one way to watch everybody else, I guess. Have you guys seen El some what's that story, Christian? Kind of like the El Sombreron. Sombreron? What is that? I wonder if it's the same thing, but it makes me think of like the hats, like the sombreros. Dude, pretending to be a visitor, Sharky, welcome back. I don't know if you're staying here. I can imagine pretending to be a visitor and at an insane hospital or a mental hospital that you're part of. Like imagine like just visiting your friend, being like, "Hey, I'm normal now." Not really. I don't know. If I was insane, I'd probably do some shit like that. I'm not gonna lie. But think how fucked up like their mentals are. That shit's crazy. That shit's hella crazy. Oh, dude, there's definitely some more stories. I was gonna say I used to let's see. Oh yeah, I think she was probably going to try leaving, asking for the exit. Mexican folklore legend about a short, dark cloth spirit wearing a massive hat and boots and thick, and he woman long hair, long eyes with this. So I'll read it. Mexican folklore legend about a short, dark clothed spirit wearing a massive hat and boots that click. He serendates. I don't know what that is. Woman with long hair and large eyes with a silver guitar. His song casts a spell that makes them unable to eat or sleep, often leaving tiny braids in their hair or their horses' manes. What the heck, dude? I was like, yeah, this one I haven't heard this one. It kind of does make me think of it with the hat one. Yeah, that's ugh. Ugh. I'm sure there's some more to it too. I don't know. The experience, like I used to all the time at home or when I was going home. We had one escape room, and somehow. Whoa, wait, what? Sharky, welcome back. We had one escape, and somehow died in the grass field outside. Cop came up and everything. Wait, what do you mean? Still spooky talking? Don't know what happened. Wait, someone like tried to escape and they died? Hmm. Very interesting. Sharky, welcome back. Sharky, do you have a story? Like one patient escaped. I see. I see. Christian, you said you believe in ghosts, right? You were saying um you can't say you ever encountered something paranormal, but always believed in ghosts. Let's see. Yeah, dude, I'd be honest, seeing a ghost is a trip. Seeing a ghost is a trip. I remember I technically got manipulated by a ghost. Gotta go, Jeff. I love you. Have a good night. So you're leaving already? I bet. We'll see you. I got kind of manipulated in a dream by a ghost, and it was kind of crazy. I didn't fully understand it because I was so young, but I remember I was dreaming, and in my dreams, kind of where how I was talking earlier, how when when I was sleeping with my brothers, like we seen something in this corner, in this like corner with like eyes and stuff, and it was like lightning or whatever. Uh, I I was a pretty passive kid. Right? I was pretty passive, but like we got bullied a lot, so like I didn't really have anger issues, but it was just kind of like if I had a fight, I had a fight kind of thing. So I never really was like angry at anything. But I remember I was sleeping, right? I remember I was sleeping and where I face is towards that kind of that corner by the stairs where you come up. And I remember I was like kind of like waking up in my dream, and it was, think of like a television. Think of like a all live television vision where everything's dark around you. It's actually more like a play. Dark around you, but in front of me, it was literally leaves falling. It was like beautiful like fall leaves falling, but there's this chick made out of like sticks, made out of like sticks, and with like long black hair. And like I used to watch a lot of scary movies, so this for sure can be related to like The Grudge or whatever. But the thing was like is in like this thing had like hair and it was moving and I couldn't see its face, and it was moving kind of like a weird like doll like, and it was moving like forward. And I remember waking up and I just got super mad. Like I was breathing really heavy and I was just so mad. And I remember I was talking to myself. I'm like, Jeff, why are you mad? Like, Jet, like, calm down, Jet. Like, it was such a weird feeling, but like, I was so extensively mad that the doll stopped and it started taking off. Like, it had like a jacket or something, but it didn't really have hands. But it kind of was like taking off its jacket in a weird way. And I got so mad and I charged at it. And so I was charging at it, and I was like trying to pull myself to not charge. Original story or Jeff the Killer? Original story. This is my story. This is my story. So it was more kind of like the Grudge, but I remember I was literally running at it and I was like, Jeff, stop. And I literally went to like lunge at it, and I turned around and I fell into a grave. Like I fell into like a pit. I won't even say grave, but then I heard like laughing, and it was like throwing the leaves on me, like burying me. And I like I never felt so much like anger in my life. And I was like, what? I was like, why the fuck was I so angry? I was like, why the hell was I so angry? And the monster, did you hear the full story? And I was just so confused. And it honestly taught me that taught me a life lesson. It was such a weird thing, but it was like it taught me the lesson at a young age of don't ever be controlled by your emotions or else you might die. That's kind of the gist I got. But I remember just like waking up being like, that was so weird. Like that wasn't like natural. Like that wasn't it wasn't a scary dream. It was just a very weird emotional experience when I was younger. And so that was just like, that one was eerie just of being controlled emotionally by like something like like in spirit form. That to me was probably the most controlled I've ever been. Other than that, it's just been scary. I'm honestly a spiritual person. Like if you guys want to hear some lore real quick, I'll give you guys some lore. Like I have lore. So I'll tell you about my padre. So we used to live in a house with like 15 kids. Like 15 kids. I have like 15 siblings. And it was this pretty big house, but this house was like haunted, right? Like I was saying. And a lot of these experiences would happen. There was like probably way more than I'm saying. And the crazy part is like we'd all have our different like encounters. Like my sister was just here talking about her encounters. And what happened was my dad, we all kind of like split up. Short story. I'll definitely elaborate on this way more later on in life. I might come out with a story. It's pretty crazy. But our whole family split up. We kind of gave the house to whoever, and then these tweakers messed up the house, and then we were trying to get it back. So our dad's like rebuilding this house, and there was a gas leak, and he lit a cigarette, and it blew up. Right, blew up the whole house. He ended up passing away. But it was crazy. I think a month before that, I was having like these dreams. I was having these weird dreams of my dad passed, or he was trying to escape out a window. But when I was dreaming, I was back at my old house, like fully fully to its old original place. And I remember walking through like my parents' bedroom that was pretty haunted as well. And I remember there's these weird presence in the room, and there's like a shadow up in the corner. And I remember like, okay, this is such a weird experience. Like I'm in a dream, and like I know I'm dreaming, but like I'm getting the full extent out of the dream, right? It's like, oh, like this used to be my house. Like, oh, like I remember this. And it was like more like nostalgia, right? You feel like you're just going through nostalgia. And I remember walking through the door, and I look in my parents' bedroom. I'm like, oh yeah, this is how it used to be. And then all of a sudden, there's just this heaviness, just like surrounding me, and I'm like kind of getting like chills, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what's happening. Like this is super weird. I'm gonna turn away, but as soon as I turn away, it's like something's like pulling my head, and like I'm trying to turn as much as I can, but in a dream, it's kind of like yelling while you're asleep, right? Something takes me, and it's like I start like getting choked. Like it felt like I was getting choked, but all I was seeing was like, think of like TV static, but turn it like instead of like bright gray TV static, think of like dark gray TV static, and that's all I was seeing. And I felt like I was actually like losing my breath, like while I was sleeping, and so it felt so weird. But it literally felt like I was dying, and then like my heart just like kind of lit on fire, and I broke out of it, and I woke up. And so me breaking out of it, like I like woke up, and I was sleeping with my friend. Like my friend was by me, and I woke up, and I had like a sleep paralysis or whatever. I don't know what it technically is, but I was able to move. But everything was coming near me. Like everything just felt so like kind of coming at me like in a freaky way. But I know that was my brain messing with me, because I woke my friend up and it instantly went away. I was like, okay, I was tripping. Like I was good. And I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, obviously, that could have just been my brain. And I went back to sleep, and boom, I was back being suffocated in my dreams. And I was going through the same experience. I went through it about probably 24, 25 times, could even been up to 100 times. But it was rinse, repeat, the same dream, same suffocation, same thing I was feeling, to where I had to stay up for 2 days to break the cycle. It was such a weird thing. Even if I went to the bed the next day, I still was going through it. So I literally had to skip school. I had to skip a lot. But this encounter was technically kind of like a preview into like my dad's death, or like kind of a, I don't know what you would call it. I don't know what you would call it. But it was kind of crazy because my dad like died in like this house fire kind of thing, and like he was suffocated by smoke, and like there were like me putting my heart on fire was like what he was experiencing. So it was like a weird kind of like connect thing, right? That I didn't fully connect it till later on. But because it didn't make sense, right? It didn't make sense to me at the time. But it was so crazy because what was pulling me was in this same corner. Premonition, yes, yeah, exactly. It was a premonition, but I didn't understand the premonition. Like, and that's what I learned about premonitions is it's really not gonna lay it out. It's gonna give you the smallest clues that like make sense to you. And so where that thing was pulling me was in the corner, the same corner that we seen these eyes, that we seen like multiple shadows. It was kind of weird. And my sister says, she was saying this, in that same corner, she said that she's seen my dad at a younger age. Like she had a premonition. So people who are spiritual in my family is my mom, me, and my sister. Those are the people who are spiritual. And my sister was saying that she's seen our dad in that same exact corner, but he had red eyes. And I looked at her, and she's never told him. I was like, that wasn't dad. Like that was something. Maybe our dad's demons. You know, like demons will follow you, and so maybe that was like his toll demon or whatever you want to believe in that sense. But that was kind of a crazy experience because my mom had a premonition where she had this sense of like, you don't think something bad would happen, right? And I was like, no, like what? No. And not even like a minute later, something bad happened. Like she heard about it. I forget what my sister was saying that she's seen like her premonition was that, and then my premonition was my dream. So it was super weird having 3 different premonitions on it. But like either way, it happened nonetheless. Like it's so much for premonition. But it was that experience was probably like the most trippiest stuff. But I have to actually go back. Are you guys all still here? I don't know who's all here still, but it's kind of crazy because that's kind of one entity in that house. Okay, that's practically okay. Bet. That's practically one entity in this whole house. There was another one that when I was younger, I remember walking. Think of like this is the doorway, right? Say this is like the doorway, and like I'm walking to like this. I remember out of the corner of my eye, I seen a lady in a white dress, and this is like the kitchen. I seen a lady in the white dress, and I remember like backing up, like because I'm young, but like I was seeing a lot, and I remember backing up, and there was nothing. I was like, oh okay, like my brain's fucking with me, right? Like I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna go outside, and I remember later down the line, when I was saying I was getting haunted from this flour mill stuff. I went up and I was talking to my mom. I was like, Mom, do you know what's happening? Like, there's just something just doesn't feel right. I feel like I'm being followed. I feel like, all these eyes are on me, like from the ghost or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I've been kind of noticing something too. Like, I remember I put my, she's like, I put my kids to sleep. And then I thought I heard them out playing in the living room. And I went out there and I swear they were out there and there's nobody out there. I'm like, interesting. I'm like, how long ago did this happen? It was a couple days ago, and it was kind of the same time. So I was trying to piece everything together. I'm like, okay, this wouldn't be happening for no reason, right? It's either I got followed from where I was working, or something's getting mixed up in this house. And where the house blew up, they were doing construction, so they were like building a new house. So so they were tearing through like the dirt and stuff. And my mom was like, "Yeah, I still have like a pendant there." Like when we first moved into the house, she found a pendant in a chair in a closet, and she kept the pendant. And I'm like, why in the world would you do that? She's like, "It's cool." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, whatever, mom. I was like, go. I was literally trying to convince her to go throw that pendant back in because it feels like they're waking something up. And at this point, I discovered I was like, "Mom, did you ever see any like white lady?" I remember I was telling her my stories, and she's like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "A lady did die there in a white dress," and I was like, "What?" I was like, "I wasn't just saying stuff. I thought I was just seeing stuff." And she's like, "No." She's like, "I remember when I was first living in that house, some old lady was talking about how, still." Sharky, do you want me to switch the subject? She was talking about how an old lady, but this one's kind of in a nicer way. An old lady said that like her like niece, they were an older lady. Like the niece was old, like probably like 30, 40, like old enough to like be an adult. And they're like, "Yeah, nah, I'm trying to be a downer. I'll come back in another 10." I bet, Sharky. um, yeah. My mom was talking to me. She's like, "Yeah, my niece was getting married and she ended up dying. And I think they said they buried her at the house or kind of something around it. Or like she just really loved this house or something." And that put two and two to me to like seeing the lady in the white dress and singing "This Is How," like that's who it was, who I seen. Which I thought was a crazy correlation. I'm like, oh fuck. Yeah, that was kind of one on that one. I was telling my mom to just throw the pendant back in because why the fuck would you keep something like that? But I mean, she liked it. My mom kind of takes it a little too far because she's like, "Oh yeah, they're telling me this." I'm like, "All right, mom. Like, I don't know if I believe all that." But, but it's so funny. Um, let's see. There's probably a bit more. We all had this feeling that that house was like alive. Like when it went away, it felt like we lost more than just a family home. We felt like we lost like a presence of something. And that spirit of the lady or whatever, um, we put it into words of like that was felt like more of like a guardian versus think of like heaven and hell flipped. That's what it felt like. It felt like the downstairs area was like the heavenly part, while the upstairs area was like the demonic part, you can say. Um, but yeah, dude, I don't even know what else to spit. There was, did I even know? I was, the rest that comes after that is a couple dreams, like in my mom's room, and just like I was saying, the dolls. Like it just felt like so many eyes were on you when you were like so little, dude. It's so many eerie stuff, but that's why like I love spiritual stuff, but I fucking hate it. Imagine not being asked to see a ghost and that's all you see, bro. It's like, oh fuck. You know, you're just like scared. You're like, what the fuck is that? What is that? I don't know, but like I don't even know any other like ghost encounters. But yeah, that honestly flipped my whole world upside down when I was being like followed. And being older versus being younger is a completely different experience when you're seeing shit like that. Is because you're trying your best to like pretend it's really not there, but it is. Like I remember burning sage. It didn't do anything unless you actually believe in it. Like unless you believe you're getting rid of whatever. But yeah. Yeah. So that's some story time. Yeah. I'm trying to think of more stuff, but like it's better when like my family's there. Because like sometimes we can connect like pieces and stuff. Ah, fuck, my cat scared me. Hope that shows just how like crazy this is to me. But yeah, but now it's like weird because like whenever like emotionally I just like I really think there's something there. I just like kind of just like uh just feel different about it and then it's gone. I don't know. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the story. I was gonna say there's more, but I can't think of anything off the top of my dome. Oh yeah. We would what was it? We would hear like some knocks sometimes. Like I was saying, we had a door that would constantly like open up and close, and so we didn't. And it was on a slant, so it couldn't really get pushed back on the slant, but it can definitely open when it is. Yeah, there was. Yeah. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It was a long rap, but there's a lot of crazy like facts and stuff that like leads up to like that house. And so like that house was just a very like paranormal house to be into. We would have instances where we'd have a grandfather clock. And it wasn't one of those like big ones. It was just kind of like it was a small one, but it was like thick. But it didn't have batteries in it. But like at random times at night, it would just ring. And it was like I was saying, it wasn't the one with like the huge swinging ball or whatever. It was kind of like one like it, but it was on something else. Hello. What up, John? Hello. I was just telling some ghost stories. I think everyone might have passed out. Or maybe it was too much. But how are you, John? But I was gonna say, yeah, it was kind of crazy. Like this clock didn't have any batteries in it. Oh, I'm on Among Us right now. Bad. That's bad. I don't know. I guess chatting stream turned into this. What kind of ghost stories? I was talking about like my childhood house of how I would always see things in this corner, and it would kind of like manipulate my dreams a little bit, and that I got followed when I was older from my work, and it followed me to my apartment, which was like a couple minutes away, and all of my lights would start flickering and stuff. Do you have any ghost stories, John? Do you have any yourself? Sepra, I should have played some Among Us as well. I did download it. But yeah. Christian, are you still here? I don't know. What do you guys think of the spooky stories? Spooky scary. I feel bad for Sharky because Sharky has been coming back and forth. Nah, but I can play chess. Interesting. You can play with your chest. Well, honestly, I'm playing on console. I see. I don't know if Among Us is like a multiplayer through like anything or is it a specific console. But hope you guys enjoyed the stories, if not the spooky stories. I don't know what to fully talk about. My brain is gone a little bit. Yeah, looking at the Steam Workshop for some interesting Gmod maps. Dude, Gmod, Gary's mod was sick. Gary mod was super sick. But, alrighty. Well, I think that's probably going to be it for the stream. I don't know how to tell you, man, but I'm your only viewer watching on YouTube Live. Yes, there's 3 watching on YouTube Live, and then you're probably the only one watching on the YouTube, like, vertical one. Like this. And then there's people watching on TikTok. And technically Twitch. I don't know what Twitch is looking like. But, I will be on tomorrow. I'll probably might be playing some Rainbow. I don't really know. So, I guess we'll have to see. But, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. And by all means, listen, follow, like. I stream Monday through Friday. Okay. I always appreciate your guys' presence. I'll be doing a mukbang next Friday. Next Friday, I'll do a mukbang. And hopefully it'll be pretty good. But alrighty. Sayonara, chat.